Hey guys, just wanted to go over the balance of payments quiz that you guys were needing to submit. Um, Go ahead and make sure you got that submitted, and I'm gonna go through it with you guys here, and I will share um, your scores with you online, or you can check on Hack. I'll get those recorded and put in as soon as I can. So just wanted to go through these and. Um, If you've not done this yet, please be on your honor system here. Turn the video off, do it, and submit it. But you should have already turned this in. And then once you turn it in, you can come back on and we'll see what's going on here. Um, Not really sure how many people have actually have turned this in yet, but um, said you guys are on your honor system here with all this, with all the online stuff here. So but anyway, number one, an American college student decides to spend a year studying and paying tuition at a university in Australia. Remember, we're looking at the flow of money, credit money coming in, debits money going out, and then current financial. So, but anyway, American college student decides to spend a year studying and paying tuition at a university in Australia. That's going to be a debit because the money's leaving the United States. He's paying tuition at a university in Colorado, or in Australia. Tuition is a current account. You're paying for the service right then. So your Australia at this point is exporting education to you. German telecommunication firm purchased microprocessors from an American firm. Credit, it's still current account because it is microprocessors are the product. An American bank buys shares of stock in a Japanese firm traded on the Tokyo Exchange. Debit, financial market, because the initial purchase of stocks is a financial market exchange. Um, an American worker sends money to her family in Central Africa every month. That's a debit because the money's leaving the country. It's going to Central Africa and it's a current account. Any transfer of money is a current account. Walmart, an American company, is earning profit from its stores in Europe. So it's a credit because the money's coming back in. Here's the tricky one. It's not talking about when Walmart bought the European stores. It's talking about the profit they're making from the stores, and profit is a current account thing. The initial purchase or the initial building of the stores in Europe would have been financial, but the money they're making from those stores is current account. U.S. exports cars to be sold in Canada, credit, and current account because it's an export. Brazilian company buys an apartment building in Boston. That's also a credit because the money's coming into the United States, but that is a financial account because it's the initial purchase of the apartment building. If it said the money they make from the apartment buildings, then it would have been current. But since it's the initial purchase of the building, it's financial. Central Bank of China buys U.S. Treasury bonds, credit, financial, bond. The U.S. imports oil from Venezuela, debit, current account because it's importing of oil. Pepsi buys a factory in Mexico, debit, financial account because they're buying it's the initial purchase of the factory in Mexico is what we're talking about. A businessman is paid dividends on stock from a foreign corporation that he owns. Um, that is a credit, and it's current account because it's the money he's making from that. It's not the purchase of the stock. It's the money he's making from the stock. And then Honda, a Japanese company, produces and sells cars in the Midwest and other regions of the United States. So it's actually still a debit because the money is leaving the United States and going to Honda, but it's a current account thing because it's not talking about now the building of the factory. It's the fact that they're building and selling the cars here in the United States. So they're making money, but it's an actual finished product. So that makes it current account. So those are the questions that were on the quiz. I hope you guys. So I know there were several questions on Google Meet yesterday over quiz. Some of you asked me the quiz questions, trying to disguise it, but I was not born yesterday. I knew what you guys were doing, but it's okay. This whole digital learning thing's new for all of us, but so those are the answers for the quiz. I will type them up and share them sometime tomorrow. I'm not going to post them yet, and until everyone is done with this, I won't actually post this video until a little later either, because I got to check and see how many people have actually done the quiz. But I wanted to explain the questions. And once again, if you have any questions over any of these, you can talk to me on Google Meet tomorrow. I'll be on there 2 or 3 times throughout the entire day. The longest time period will be 9:15, 10:45. So hope you guys did well, and I'll see you guys later.